Last year, the most wealthy person on the planet lost an astounding $200 billion from his personal wealth, casting doubt on Twitter's future under his direction. How many problems is Twitter in now? Months after the second richest man in the world purchased it. Hey guys, welcome to our channel, Fast Forward. In today's episode, we are going to tell you about Twitter's debt on Elon Musk and what options does he have to pay off by the end of this month. Let's dig in. Elon Musk was had to reply last month to allegations that Twitter, the business he paid $44 billion for in October, was on the verge of insolvency unless his financial picture was improved. Even in preposterous times, Twitter was a loss-making company, but since being acquired by the CEO of Tesla less than 3 months ago, things have gotten worse. Musk himself has suggested that Twitter would file for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, though he has since downplayed that possibility. Twitter's bird logo statue was auctioned by Elon Musk last week for $100,000. He urgently needs the cash. According to The Guardian, Twitter must make the first quarterly payment on a $13 billion loan that Musk used to finance his buyout. Musk took on a significant amount of debt to finance the acquisition and promised that he would be able to pay it back by making Twitter more profitable. But those hopes have not yet come true. In fact, it looks like Musk's lax attitude to content management is costing the business advertising money. He owns a social media platform that could soon have to make a $300 million or £242 million interest payment on its loan due to the company's challenging financial situation. There is confusion surrounding this transaction because Musk offered a bleak image of Twitter's financial status during a Twitter Spaces event at the end of December. The Twitter 2.0 owner, a millionaire, had mentioned bankruptcy. He owns over 80% of the company. In doing so, he left all potential options, including a potential default, open for the company's debt payments. Beginning in November, he began a severe cost-cutting plan that included firing 3,750 employees, or half of the workforce, in a single day. Musk stated on Twitter Spaces in December, "That is why I spent the last 5 weeks cutting costs like crazy. We have an emergency fire drill on our hands." This company is like basically you are in a plane that is headed toward the ground at high speed with the engines on fire and the controls don't work, he added. "That's the reason for my actions that may seem sometimes spurious." Additionally, Musk has ordered the remaining workers to quit or work without keeping track of their hours. More than 1,000 more workers made the decision to depart. This had led to overall disarray, which was made worse by many advertisers' choice to stop using the platform to advertise their goods and services on. That happened after the multi-billionaire made the decision to reinstate the majority of the accounts that Twitter 1.0 had shut down for breaking its rules. Due to the tech tycoon's lax attitude to content monitoring, advertisers left. Musk consequently revealed that Twitter was losing $4 million every single day at the beginning of November. What sum is Twitter required to pay banks the next week? The richest man in the world, Elon Musk, saw his net worth collapse in 2022, making him the first individual to lose $200 billion in personal wealth. That was partly brought on by the falling value of the technology stocks that made up the majority of his wealth, but it was also a result of Twitter's deteriorating financial situation. The first quarterly payment of the $13 billion in debt that Musk used to purchase Twitter is reportedly due before the end of the month. The amount is estimated by analysts to be around $300 million, or around 25% of the estimated $1.2 billion in yearly interest payments due. The debt, which appears on Twitter's balance sheet and is provided by a group of banks led by Morgan Stanley, consists of a $6.5 billion senior secured term loan facility, a $3 billion senior secured bridge loan facility, and a $3 billion senior unsecured bridge loan facility. The $6.5 billion senior secured term loan facility is a bank loan. Furthermore, Twitter has a $500 million senior secured revolving facility, which functions as a corporate overdraft. Can Twitter afford to pay the $300 million? Soon after taking over Twitter, Musk issued a warning that the firm might go bankrupt. Additionally, he disclosed a sharp decline in advertising revenue, which makes up 90% of Twitter's revenue, as a result of clients' worries about moderation standards following the takeover and the botched relaunch of the subscription service, which resulted in a flood of phony verified corporate accounts. The state of advertising has not changed. Last week, it was revealed that Twitter's daily earnings had fallen by 40%. It has a weak cash flow, which is a sign of how well it will be able to pay off its debt. In 2021, it earned negative free cash flow of $370.4 million, meaning it spent more money running the firm than it brought in. Musk had previously warned that the loss would reach $3 billion this year, but now he anticipates a break-even point. Earlier this month, Musk stated on a podcast that Twitter is not on the fast lane to bankruptcy anymore, but he also acknowledged that the new management still has much work to do. His brief tenure as CEO of Twitter has been marked by uncertainty and volatility, but later this week, he might encounter the first significant financial challenge of his tenure. He claimed Twitter has $1 billion in net cash on hand, enough to at least cover next week's payment and the $500 million overdraft. According to Jordan Shaflett, a senior analyst at the credit research firm CreditSights, Twitter should have no problem making its interest payment in late January, which could be funded with cash on hand or its revolving credit facility. He added, "Longer term, the company needs to turn around the business, particularly its advertising revenue, in order to service its debt." Musk has a personal wealth, but can he fund Twitter? Musk has choices to purchase additional time, but profitably has not yet improved in the rate he needs it to in order to defend his significant financial investment. Musk might sell his remaining Tesla stock to fund Twitter. Musk invested more than $20 billion of his own money, $7.1 billion from his colleagues, and nearly $4 billion of his existing interest in the company to purchase Twitter. He reportedly sold $23 billion worth of Tesla shares last year to pay for a share of the acquisition. According to Ben Silverman, director of research at Variety Data, more than 60% of Musk's remaining stock in Tesla has been pledged to secure certain personal indebtedness, leaving him with approximately $67 billion worth of shares he can sell right away. Musk thus has the resources to financially support Twitter if he chooses so. He did, however, reiterate that he had no plans to sell additional Tesla shares when he made the statement in December. "I won't sell stock until, I don't know, probably 2 years from now. Definitely not next year under any circumstances, and probably not the year thereafter," Musk stated. For the owner of the business, selling shares is a risky endeavor. A significant share sell-off from the firm's CEO would probably cause the value to collapse, as it did while Musk was securing the funds to purchase Twitter last year, promoting a further decline in Musk's personal wealth. The price of Tesla stock has dropped 57% over the past year, and Musk will be hesitant to sell more until things start to look up. Is debt restructuring or bankruptcy a possibility? If Musk misses a payment of interest, Twitter might file for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, which shields a business from creditors while it works to reorganize its finances. The billions invested by Musk's business partners as well as all of his stock investments would be at danger. Renegotiating the loan is another choice. According to Brian Quinn, a professor at Boston College's law school, when the banks look at Musk, they are looking beyond just Twitter. They are also looking at potential future business with Tesla and SpaceX. They may decide that it's worth it to them to take 50 cents on the dollar in order to keep open the possibility of future business with Twitter and the rest of the Musk universe. However, as part of any reorganization, banks might look to acquire a stake in Twitter, which would reduce Musk's control. In order to avoid having to choose between humbling possibilities, Musk will need to either quickly raise subscriptions to Twitter premium product Blue or bring advertisers back. It's difficult to foresee the course of action Elon Musk will choose given his unpredictable nature. In December, Musk also made known that he will be stepping down as Twitter CEO. He is currently looking for a replacement to lead the social media company. Bottom line, if Musk wants to keep Twitter running for the long haul, he must increase its profitability. I hope you enjoyed the video. We will be back soon with more amazing content, so stay tuned. And don't forget to like our video and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our latest updates. And if you have any views regarding this video, tell us in the comments section below. Thanks for watching.